Welcome back to another quarantine video. Today is Thursday, so this is project number 4. Today's is a super exciting one because I get to use some power tools along with the laser. So today's project is going to be a welcome sign with interchangeable pieces for the O, so that way you can change one for every month of the year. It's not a new design by any means. It's not a new thing. People have been making this for a while now. But I haven't made one, and I think it would be really fun to do because I like painting things, and all these different pieces have to be painted different, so that makes it more exciting for me. So to get started, I'm going to cut down a piece of wood that I have, and then I'm going to cut down a couple pieces of edging so that way we can make a frame to go around it. I'm going to paint the sign, board part, white. I'm just going to use some spray paint because it's the easiest thing, and I happen to have a lot of it at the moment. And then I'm going to stain the edges a dark brown because it's my favorite color stain of the 3 that I have. And then all of the inside pieces will be painted with either acrylic or oil paint, pen things, whatever I decide would be easiest. And then they'll attach with magnets because I don't have any Velcro. So the sign itself is going to be about 30 inches wide and about 6.5-ish inches tall, so it'll be pretty cute when it's all done. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you all are too. If you haven't already gone ahead and watched the videos from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I highly recommend doing that. I made some other really cool stuff. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but it'd be super cool if you did. And make sure that if you like my videos, that you subscribe to my channel. I just want to do a big shout out to whoever my first subscriber was. I meant to say that 2 days ago, and I kind of forgot. So thank you. I'm super duper excited. You made my day. I'd like to get up to at least 2 of them soon. But if not, I'll survive. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I mean, it doesn't look that hard, but there's always problems. Framing signs is not easy. They make it look real easy in the YouTube videos, but I have tried it twice now, and it is rough. So maybe today's project will go a little bit better than that. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out all the letters that say welcome. I've got all of them made except for the O, because the O is what will be the interchangeable piece, so there will always be something in there that's not an O. So I have them set up on my computer. I just need to cut them out with the laser, and then we'll go ahead and stain those, cut the edge pieces down, stain the edge pieces, and paint the main backer board for it. Alright, so I've got my letters cut out now. And then M-E. So, like I said, there's no O because the O will be the interchangeable pieces. I have to sand these real quick. Even though they're getting stained, I want to sand down the edges just so they're not quite as sharp. And if you see little pieces like that, every once in a while the laser doesn't quite cut through the entire thing. Just kind of depends on a bunch of stuff. So I have some 220 grit sandpaper. It's a little piece. These are little letters. So I'm just going to run over the edges real quick and go over the tops of them real fast just to make them nice and smooth so you don't see any scratch marks from the 80 grit sandpaper block that I used on the wood just to kind of prep it a little bit. And then I will go ahead and sand them. I'm also going to cut down my boards and my railing things. For the board, I'm using a project board that you get at the home store. It's a pre-sized thing. I don't know how long. I think it's 4 feet normally. And then I just cut it down, but it's only 5.5 inches tall, which means that it fits in my miter saw. So let's go cut things now. I'm so excited. lined everything up to make sure it all fits. I lined up the edges here. I made sure that these things didn't hang over at all, so there's no gap along the top or the bottom. And so now I'm going to go stain them and paint the pieces along with the letters. Once everything is painted and stained, I'm going to go inside and find some lunch because I'm really hungry and wait for everything to dry. And then once it's sort of dry, I'll come back out and start cutting out all of the interchangeable pieces. They won't take too long to do, so I don't need to do them right now. And like I said, I'm really hungry. Then we get to use my nail gun. So exciting. So normally when I stain things, I use a dark walnut stain. I really like that one, but I was feeling frisky the other day and I bought a new stain, so I want to try that out real quick. One of my side pieces that I cut for the frame didn't actually work. It was just a little bit too short, but I had enough left over that I could make a new piece for that, so I did. So now I have this extra one here. So I'm going to try out this dark cherry stain on that extra piece before I decide for sure what I want to do. So we put just a little bit on there. I'm going to wipe it on. So the dark walnut is a brown. So this is what the walnut looks like. And this is the dark cherry. So it's more of a purple. You can see that? It's pretty. But I think, good thing I didn't have anything on my hand. I think I'm going to go with dark walnut just because that brown will go with all of the colors of the changeable pieces better than the cherry purpley color will. But it is really nice. I do like that. Alright, so I've moved to the floor. So what I'm going to do is stain all the pieces and all the welcome letters with my paper towel and the dark stain. I painted the wood with the first coat. It's going to need a couple to make sure it really covers the thing. You don't have to worry about getting the sides or anything. Most important thing is just don't splash the stain on the wood, on the white wood, because it'll never come out. So let's stain. Also, when I brought these pieces of the frame down to the floor, I made sure to keep them in the same spots they were when I tested them, so that way I know everything will fit together. Alright, so I just put one more coat of white paint on the main signboard, and the stain is pretty much, dried enough. It's not really getting on my finger when I wipe it. So while that last bit of white paint that I just put on is drying, we're going to start cutting out all the shapes. So I kept all the material that I used from the letters in the machine because I can just place the bits and pieces around them. So I just change them to a different color in Lightburn, like the software, so that way it doesn't cut them, but I know where they were. The wood didn't move when I took them out, so I won't have any worry about overlapping cuts and things like that. So I had to move inside to finish up my stuff. I put the frame on the picture or on the sign, and then I realized that I didn't actually set the camera up to record it. Didn't go very well. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not good at this. Definitely a big part of that reason is that I had really big nails in the nail gun. I don't have any smaller ones, and I think that is a good investment to make if I ever plan on doing this again, which I would like to and get good at it. So a couple of the nails kind of poked out a little bit in the back, and one of them went really awry and stabbed right through the front of the sign. It's not good. So it's only sticking out about that much. And it's right at the bottom of the C in welcome. So I'm just going to paint right over it, and maybe people will not notice it. Alright, so I decided to actually move back to my room. This is my little spot where the nail came through. Pretty bummed about that. Overall, it's not horrible though. The edges, they line up much better than they did last time I did this. So that's really cool. I'm getting there. I'm getting better at this. I think if I wasn't trying to make this happen in like an hour either, it would have gone better. I would have had time to let the glue sit and really stick before I moved anything. Maybe if I had some clamps, like the kind that go on either side and like hold things in place, that would help too. I don't know. So I'm going to put the letters on now. So I'm only going to paint a couple of these right now just because I don't feel like doing them all. And I really need to get the video edited and put in the computer. I'm going to use my oil paint marker things and paint them. Alright, so I painted a couple of my inserts, and this is what the sign looks like now. I think it looks pretty good considering I kind of really screwed it up there. I've got the holly leaf painted, and I've got half a pumpkin done. So I'm going to keep doing this, but in order to get this video up tonight, I have to get going on the actual video itself. So I will see you all tomorrow for our final quarantine week project. I haven't decided if I'm going to do them next week. It depends on what my work schedule is like. I'm going in on Saturday for my first day. Woo! Tomorrow is going to be a circle with like a name thing, like a decor for like a kid's room again or something like that. I'm going to add some glitter to it. It's going to be like a unicorn thing. It's going to be super cool. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe so that way you see all the new ones that I post. And if you have any helpful tips about how to make this frame go better, besides just let the glue dry for longer, because that seems like a really good idea, but I just didn't have time. Leave them in the comments below so I can try and make another one and hopefully have it go better than this. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!